Welcome back, race fans. Do apologize for missing last week at Dover, but severe weather and Mother Nature, well, it had its fair share of say-so in that. But we are back here this week for the NASCAR Dave Busch Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series Season 15. Round number 10 here tonight at Richmond Raceway, presented to y'all by MaxspeedTV. Myself, Joshua Medlock, of course, Will Roberts joining me here tonight. Like I said, we both missed last week, Will, so, we got a break, unintentional break, but we got a little bit of a break. I did here at Dover. It was a pretty unique race. Kyle Heath came away with the win there. So, Kyle's got that win this season. But Richmond is a totally different animal, from Dover. Glad to have you as always, Will. And what do you expect to see at Richmond here tonight, buddy?
Oh, I expect to see, maybe some bumping and rubbing, like typical Richmond action, maybe some sliding on the exit of the corners, a bit ill handling, a bit tightness maybe getting into the corners, but I expect a bit of action from the action track here tonight at Richmond, Joshua.
Yeah, I do too. Of course, the standard 3 GWC attempts, no fast repairs. Our stage here tonight will be at the completion of lap 75. So 75 white flag when they hit 76. When they cross the line to take 76, that is when the caution should come out. Of course, we have already seen it prematurely this season. Hopefully we don't see that again, but I think they've got it all, taken care of. I know Robbie is not going to make it here tonight, but we do have a pretty good turnout in chat already here this evening. Brittany Kennedy, John Black, Shorty, glad to see you out there, buddy. That is Paul. Looks like Stephen Lane out there early tonight. I did say in chat that I can't call him Stephen Late here tonight because he is early. So, glad to see you all out there here. And I think we're in for quite a show here tonight. We're going to go ahead here real quickly and, take a look at our point standings here tonight. Zachary Rongage is going to, hold that top spot here, Will, at 302 with Joseph Cossey there in second at 290. It's only 12 back behind Zachary. So 1 and 2 did not change from last week coming into tonight. However, Chris Paff is up a spot into third at 287, 15 behind the leader and 3 behind Joseph. Michael Yarrow is down a spot into fourth at 276, 26 behind the leader and 11 behind Chris. Ryan Messer, Zach Neuscher, Jeff Gilmore, Kyle Munson, that is 5th through 8th. They did not move. Ryan, 5th, 274, 28 behind the leader, 2 behind Michael. Zach, 266. 36 behind the leader and 8 behind Ryan. Jeff Gilmore, 246, 56 behind the leader and 20 behind Zach. Kyle Munson, 233, 69 behind the leader but 13 behind Jeff. Austin Sailors is going to move up 2 spots, cracking the top 10 into 9th at 216, 86 behind the leader and 17 behind Kyle. Art Mullane is going to be up 2 as well, cracking the top 10 in 10th. At 208, 94 behind the leader and 8 behind Austin. Brandon Hartwell is down a spot into 11th at 207, 95 behind the leader and 1 behind Art. Now there is a tie here between Jason Adams, who is up 2 spots, and Gary Slapinski, who is down 3. They are tied for 12th at 193, 109 behind the leader and 14 behind Brandon. Gomez is going to be in that 14th spot, up a spot here at 185, 117 behind the leader, but only 8 behind Slapinski and Adams. Keith Hurlbutt down 2 at the 15th at 183, 119 behind the leader and 2 behind Mark. Phillip Bridgman up a spot into 16th at 170, 132 behind the leader and 13 behind Keith. Brandon Sheets down a spot into 17th. Let's see here. 168, 134 behind the leader and 2 behind Phillip. Byron Bartlett, Larry Blair, they are not moving. Byron in 18th, Larry in 19th. Byron at 158, 144 behind the leader and 10 behind Brandon. Larry Blair at 148, 154 behind the leader and 10 behind Byron. And Robbie Stewart here, Will, is going to crack the top 20 into 20 at the 2 spots. at 140, 162 behind Zachary, but only 8 behind Larry. So still very, very close in, between every single driver from first all the way back to 20th. A lot can change in just one race.
A lot can change in just one race, and especially if your competitors, that are in front of you that you're trying to chase, or maybe get yourself inside the top 16, right? So if those competitors just have a couple of bad weeks, man, and if you can capitalize on that and not have the bad weeks with them, right, you can really jump some spots in the point standing. So that's very key. Consistency is the key factor. Never overdrive the equipment given to you, and you can hopefully have a top 5 day.
Yeah, definitely. So that is what these guys are aiming for. Of course, next week we will be off for Mother's Day. So, happy early Mother's Day to everybody, all the mothers out there here. We will not be racing next week. More on that later on, but just to kind of give everybody a heads up. So, Shorty, it looks like you're going to have to find something else to watch when you eat supper next week. So, Jason Adams right now in the top spot here in practice. Gary Slapinski second, and Zachary Rongich third. We are under a minute to go here in practice. We're going to step aside and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. Me and Will be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran last, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the praise, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. Qualifying is going to be coming down to an end here in about a minute, less than a minute and a half here. I do have the pre-race analytics pulled up here, and it looks like track temp jumped from 98 degrees to 113 degrees. Will that could cause some problems out here for these guys?
Yeah, that's going to make it a bit more treacherous, I would have to say, at least a little bit more slippery coming up off the corners, maybe even entering the corners as well. So that could change the way these cars handle for sure, Joshua.
Yeah, it's going to make it slick a little bit more. It looks like it went up to 113, so it is. It just keeps on going up here tonight. Now, 200 laps in total, 150 miles, 4 sets of tires, 75% fuel. I don't even know what the fuel laps is, but I just threw in about 70 to 80 laps roughly, somewhere in that ballpark neighborhood. I don't know the correct number, but somewhere in between there, I do believe they can make the stage, or it will be close for the one and only stage they do here for SRU. Now, pit road is a gruesome 40 miles an hour with a pace speed of 50, and you know, just like any other track, you go a lap down, it'll be difficult to get the lap back under green flag conditions unless you time it just right. So, looks like qualifying is over. Let's get Zachary Rogic down here tonight. Zachary, congratulations on the pole here tonight at Richmond, bud. Looks like the track tip dropped, nope, still 113 degrees down there, buddy. How you feeling in that number 38 Grudge car?
I feel great, yeah, no, it's a good lap. I just need to control the throttle here and just keep my tires underneath me and have a good day.
Do you think it's going to be fuel, tires, or a combination of both here tonight?
Oh man, if it goes green, I think it'd be both. I mean, you can really make this on one stop. You're not going to do that, but yeah, it's going to be a bit of both.
You think it's going to be a bit of both? Well, I guess we'll see how the cautions play out. You know, if we do have any, y'all are known for going green, so we will see. What happens here tonight. But Zachary, congratulations on the pole here tonight, buddy, and good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep. All right, well, let's get them down on the grid here tonight, shall we? If I can find my buttons. So Zachary Rogic grabbing the pole out here tonight with a fast 42.7501. That's going to put him up top here tonight. Ryan Besser going to start on the outside of field at second. Jeff Gilmore third. Chris Paffett fourth. Byron Bartlett fifth. Zach Deutscher sixth. Kyle Munson seventh. Philip Bridgman at eighth. Brandon Sheets ninth. And Jason Adams 10th. Gary Slapinski at 11th. Austin Sailors in 12th. Michael Yarrow 13th. Adam Chapman 14th. Terry DeGay 15th. Jim Coleman-Spurger 16th. Keith Hurlbut 17th. Buzz at 18th. Gomez 19th. And Art in the 20th spot. Now, Robert Chiswick 21st. Robbie Stewart 22nd. And Gary Wright's going to round it out here riding shotgun in the back in 23rd. So half of the drivers qualified and half did not. So it looks like Adam Chapman did not grid here. The 83. He did not grid. Well, Will, we are rolling off, buddy.
Yes, indeed, Joshua. So we could actually see some drivers, depending on who's hard charging, who's not pushing, who's conserving, might actually see them get 90 laps, 85, 90 laps out of a full tank and tires. Some are definitely going to play the strategy differently. I do foresee some people maybe short pitting that just aren't going to be able to conserve the tires as well as others. So lots of different strategy could be unfolding here this evening. Lights are out in the pace car, Joshua. They are rolling to the start zone.
Yeah, but it looks like 2 laps here at Richmond because it is under a mile.
Yes, sir.
So Anything under.
I love getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Anything under a mile, they get 2 pace laps. Anything over a mile, they just get 1. So,
Yes, sir.
if it's right at a mile, they only do 1, and I have noticed that. So, like I said,
I forget that. I just can't help but I just think iRacing, man, we're gonna get straight to the action.
Yeah.
But I forget that sometimes, a lot of these leagues, they like to get the heat built up in the tires. So I commend that. I applaud that. So.
Yeah. Well, I think it's set by iRacing that you.
Yes, that too.
So, however, what is not set by iRacing is the fast repairs. That is set by the leagues themselves. And the pace cars off and away for the first time here tonight into the Geico start zone. Green is out. Boogity, 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 folks. We are short track racing here tonight. And already seeing a lot of movement and a battle for the lane and
The
rugged.
pole sitter steps out. Ryan Messer was able to get a good jump and take the lead away from him on the outside as everybody squabbling for position for third on back. That is just a hornet's nest way back here. Everybody back here just I'd hate to be amongst this because Richmond is one of the most notorious tracks for completely different driving styles, lines. When I need to get off the brake or off the throttle pedal, well, someone else might be able to drive it in deeper. So, oh my goodness, Calamity Corner could be any corner here.
Yep, looks like Terry DeGay getting really close to that outside wall here as well. I've been trying to find out who that was, and well, it's the 4P, but he's riding that outside line. Good thing about that, he'll be able to save a little bit of the tires. Bad thing about it is he'll be closer to the wall, and I know a few people out there in chat know a little bit about that wall, so I'm not going to mention any names, but
These tires can be a menace, Joshua, with cold tires, so that could be another reason why he's kind of venturing, having that almost late entry into the corner. Also, one of the few cars up there, rubber not too much laid down on the middle to high side, so the lane can widen here at Richmond. It just takes a while.
Yeah, and once they get the rubber laid down and trying to get that lane widened, hopefully they'll have some more grip out there. But man, that wall will sneak up on you quickly. As the 5 of Philip Bridgman, he almost came in contact with the wall there. But this track, it is small. It is, just a 3/4 of a mile, but it is a very fast track for, the size that it is. I think they call it the fastest short tracks out there.
Yes, besides Bristol, Richmond is one of the, I would have to agree with you, it is one of the fastest short tracks out there, just as far as just the rhythm, the momentum you have to carry. And we have a car wide, corner exit 2.
I think that was Adams.
That was Jason, yes.
Jason Adams in a different paint tonight, too.
Looked like he just got tight on exit of 2 and just let the car go there, and he was able to catch it. So good catch for Jason.
Yep, and that Raptor high heat 24 machine. Well, hopefully he can be bringing some heat out here tonight. I know he had a pretty fast car in practice, so we'll see if that maybe he can back that up here as the race goes on. Still a long way to go, though. We just got started here tonight at Richmond Raceway, round number 10 here for the Dave Bush Sim Racing Elite Cup Series. I don't know if Dave's out there watching or not, but I gotta say hello to Dave. And again, we miss you, Dave, buddy. Looks like Gary Slapinski here still working that 11th position here with Michael Yarrow and, of course, Jason Adams right here as well. Jason did fall back to 13th, though, from 10th.
Well, it's probably for some of these drivers, Joshua, the heat's not going to just be instantly in the tires. So here at Richmond, short tracks for the Gen 7 car, it can take a good minute to heat these tires up. Even whenever I say a good minute, I mean at least 15, 20 laps, right,
Yeah.
to get the actual tire pressure build up, heat build up in the tires, and then the tire degradation, the retardation of the tire actually starts to perform like it's supposed to. So that's why you're still seeing some of these guys still kind of jumping around. I mean, you're going to see that regardless here on the corner exit of Richmond, but it's more so until the tire come up to temp.
I'm kind of looking to see here. I mean, we're only on lap 12 here of the stage of 70, of the one and only stage. But I'm trying to see if maybe, boy, Jason just keeps on falling back here. He is now back into 16th from the 10th spot of where he started.
Now, I would not be surprised, Joshua, if we was to ride on board in the cockpit view, to see some of these drivers kind of shifting. Some of them could be shifting right into fifth, going into turn 4. Some of them may not be shifting at all. They could either be holding it in 4th gear, some holding it in 5th gear. It's truly just driver preference and how you feel the need to get around this place.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tracks now with the Gen 7 car where you can have that shifting option.
Yeah, I think we've seen Jason there maybe shift, but I don't know if you do want to shift here, dude. Oh, Terry DeGay off the track down into pit road here. Not sure.
Yes, at lap 15. I don't think this is scheduled. This is a bit prematurely, way early to be coming in and making any type of pit stop, but hard. Yes, really hard contact to the right rear of the car. So really could have slapped the wall on corner exit, or maybe kind of either got pushed wide. But we saw him, he was one of the first cars on that outside lane in the early goings here of the race. So could have maybe just got tight, ran up into the outside retaining wall. Any of the things that we're assuming could have happened to Terry.
Yeah, there ain't no doubt. It looks like the line kind of changed here as everybody got, I would say, in a line here. They're going like to the mid to low line to the outside line up by the wall. So line has changed.
Yeah, almost a half a lane up off the bottom. Almost. There's still some guys that are really able to almost paint the center of the corner, and that's one good line around here at Richmond, but you really have to back up the corner entry to be able to get the car to bite down there.
John Black out there asking how her mom's doing. I know she got sick this week. This was chemo week. I think she's doing okay. I haven't called her. I don't know where my brother's at. Just trying to answer your question there, John. All right. Everybody minding their P's and Q's right now. Looks like Byron Bartlett's got some company, though, with the 43 of Austin Sailors here. Is riding the back end of the number 9. It does not take long to get around this track at all. Roughly at about 22, 23 seconds once the tires start to fall off. And looks like we're already seeing it from the best of the start of the race to now. Looks almost like a second. So we're coming down to that.
8 tenths.
Yep.
8 tenths at the moment for the race leader of his fall off. Already at lap 20. About to be 21 laps complete. So I'm not too surprised that Messer was able to take basically get a time the start perfectly with Rogic and just match him going into turn 1, and then Rogic had a real bad center we saw he have a wacky exit on the initial opening lap. So just not surprised, like I said, the cold tires, and then just trying to make that transition off of turn number 2. It does tighten up severely coming off of turn 2 towards the outside wall, but also the car can kind of just start to want to kick out because you want to really get back to the throttle. Turn 2 is such a tempting corner exit. But not as tempting as turn number 4 because turn 4 just keeps widening.
Yep. We're setting.
So you go ahead.
I was just saying we just got back up here on the 22 of Chris Paff here. He's up a spot from 4th to 3rd. Now, I think that happened when everybody at the start of the race, when Zachary got loose. And it kind of got a little wide there. It allowed everybody to kind of move around and jostle for position. Even Rongich went up into 4th here. So already, we're seeing some drivers, some that we see usually, ride toward the middle to the back of the field early in the races. We're seeing them up front here early in the races. Hopefully that doesn't come and, and bite them later on.
Exactly. Maybe they could be trying to get as, just capitalize, try to get as much points as possible to be there at the end of the stage finish. If it does, per se, go green from here to the stage, we still have a good minute to go till we get to that stage break. Rongich now trying to slowly reel back in Messer. He's been working on this for a few laps now. I do rightfully believe that the tires have finally heated up. We do see cars, either be a half lane up off the bottom or right on the bottom painting that line, or maybe even in the middle of the track. So that bottom lane for sure getting worked in.
Yeah. Definitely so here, looking back here.
Here in 4th. Oh, look at the squabble.
Yeah, the 14. Oh, Terry DeGay. Yeah, he is 3 laps down. He is in that mess back here, and everybody's trying to get around him safely. They will have that yellow coming up on stage break, but, they don't want any more yellows than just that stage. They would probably want to try to race it out. However, you can't, you can't say that they won't have maybe 1 or 2 because of, the track, the car, and, the other wiggle there. That one was from Yarrow in the 45.
Dirty Air still has a small component to play here at Richmond, especially when you get back here in the traffic. So you may not be a believer in Dirty Air at short tracks, but Dirty Air, even though you may not be going all that fast, you're still going fast enough to kind of swirl the air around.
Yeah, it looks like Rongich did take back over the lead here. He's led 2 laps now, so Ryan falling back to 2nd. He led the first 28 laps here tonight. But now our pole setter
is closing in on Messer.
Yeah, let's see here. Yep, let's go ahead and get back here on Chris. I have not seen Tara out in chat here tonight. I don't even know. Oh, doesn't look like she is in there at this time. I'm sure she's around somewhere. Like Austin. Ooh, yeah, that was Richmond.
Great catch for Phillip.
Yeah.
He was lucky, it didn't have more of a... Oh, Gilmore way up into the marbles almost. Yep. If not, he was, so...
Yeah, he's trying to play some Mario Kart 64 out there and get some marbles and throw them back to Kyle Munson. Oh, Robbie Stewart. Okay, never mind. He's down pit road. Whew. Need a speed drop. I gave me a heart attack.
Another unscheduled stop just coming in, probably he could have had some right side damage, or maybe just having to just bolt on another set of tires.
Yeah, it looks like Chiswick's also down pit road here too. So, a couple of drivers down pit road. Yeah, we had 3 so far.
Yep, struggling early on here.
Oh, Gilmore, stay off the wall there. Get off the wall, bud. Got too close for comfort, even for me, and I'm up here in the booth. As a broadcaster, you hate seeing drivers get into the wall or, get damage. But, as a driver, it hurts them worse than it hurts us. But you always feel for them, and, Chiswick, he has taken his car behind the wall. He is done. He will get a 2-week break, or a week break, I should say. Next week, Mother's Day. And then, so we will be off next week. But when we come back for SRU, the longest race of their season, the World 300, 300 miles, 200 laps. They're going to be fighting Charlotte Motor Speedway there. That's always usually a good race. Charlotte's always usually a good race, but man, them guys are gonna be tired.
Yep, have to agree with you there. It's going to be a tiresome, exhausting, grueling 300 miles of Charlotte. It's going to be a test of really attrition, maybe normally can be whenever it comes to Charlotte races.
Yeah. Yep, definitely so. All righty, got some news here to announce, folks. Maybe. Might have to announce it here in a minute. Got to write it down first. But we're still watching. Still about 36 laps left here before we even get to stage number 1, or the only stage that they do here.
It's a real good tight-knit battle right ahead of Kyle in, what is it, 6th, 7th, and 8th, I do believe.
Let's see here. Yeah, we are, Gary, Yarrow, Munson, Bartlett, even Gilmore's in the mix here too. He's not too far back here at 11th. Sheets is right there. So, I mean, there is a gap though, but really, who's in this battle up here is going to be Gary, Bridgman, and Yarrow right there together. Ooh, Gary got a little loose. And, you don't see that too often from a driver like Gary. You hardly ever see him get into the wall. You hardly ever see him get loose because he's such a great driver. But when you know a great driver's having problems, then you know everybody else is having problems.
Well, that driving tactic that we talk about at a lot of places, driving with almost like an egg underneath the gas pedal, that applies here this evening as well. And like I said, these Gen 7 cars at short tracks can be really a handful. They're a handful everywhere, but especially at short tracks. So some of the toughest places can be for the Gen 7 car. Austin, man, once he got away from all that fiasco, he's trying to drive away. Gary says, "Hey, come back, Skipper Scapper," So Michael, right there.
Yep.
I think that everybody, kind of trying to break away from one another because the battle kind of died off. It was a great battle there for about 5-10 laps. Bridgman and Gary, they were sliding almost side by side here and there coming off the corner. So great to see it, man. Big loser of that battle, though, was Bridgman. He got sideways off of turn 2, I do believe, one of the times, and just lost a ton of ground. He's back here behind Bartlett now in 10th position. So he lost, I want to say, 4 positions, and he's still moving back.
Yeah.
He's going to find fellow Canadian Gilmore here in a second. I think that's Bartlett. Yeah, that's That's the Canadian trio at the moment, I do believe.
We got Deutscher and
Terry is-
Messer going battling up here too, so, or they were.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Path up to
Yeah,
second now.
Deutscher got by Messer.
Yeah.
Messer kind of falling back after his kind of... Don't want to say that Messer truly has a short run car, but maybe that first, that initial launch, kind of, he could have burned the stuff up off of his Goodyear Eagle, maybe. So maybe he was just kind of testing the water to see how hard he could push the car. And now the battle for the lead has intensified.
Yeah, that's what I've been watching here between Chris and Zachary. And Chris was right there, but he had, just has not been able to fully get around Rogic at the present time. Not saying he can't do it. Getting up here is the easy part. Getting around him, well, that's a job in itself.
Looks like Chris is having a better entry to center of the corner than right at the center. Rogic is able to just drive off the corner, at least last lap. By this lap, he had a bit of a bobble on corner exit, so right there, yeah, it was pretty tight. Almost hold your breath moment there.
Yeah, but Chris, I think I think he probably was thinking, oh no!
Oh, contact made.
Yeah, contact is made. Good save by Zachary, but let me.
Can't believe he saved that car.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get a rewind of this here real quick, and I'm trying to play it as quickly as I can because I do not want. Right there, it was.
Chris Path had a window of opportunity.
Yep.
Rogic kind of gave the bottom open.
Looked like a little net code there, too.
Just a wee bit.
Yeah.
Now, like I just said, Chris was getting into the corner a whole lot better than Rogic. So now Deutscher is on the back bumper Chris Path now. So we have another new here as Deutscher looks to the inside.
We're looking at it.
Who knew that you just had to get to lap 50 and everything would just heat up more?
Yep.
So.
Well, we're not done. We still have we're just now a quarter of the way through the race, door to door, the 22 and the 21 for the lead here. But tomorrow night here on MaxspeedTV, taking on a new league here. The Proton Racing Series Season 1, round number 1 at Daytona. Wow. For 100 laps, no stages. Now, of course, this is a brand new league. Most of the drivers came from R Factor, so we wish them the best of luck here on iRacing, which is totally different from R Factor, but you can check them out here on MaxspeedTV tomorrow night at 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central. We'll have more action tomorrow, starting with those guys as well. So glad to have them on board here on MaxspeedTV. Looks like Deutscher.
Leaders here navigating some traffic here. Just put Art Mellon a lap down now, going to the outside of Adams. Adams getting a bit tight and loose, makes conditions for Adams there as he was being navigated around. So now, so we've had 3 different leaders in the past 10 laps here, so that's good to see.
Adams is a lap.
We've had a total of 4 lead changes.
Adams
is a lap down.
Okay, I didn't know if you
just
knew
went
that.
A lap down. Yes, sir.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew that.
Him and Art were kind of in an intense battle as Rogic was initially the leader a few laps ago. He kind of caught them, kind of just stabilized behind them, couldn't really get around them. I think in a way that's why he kind of backed up the corner, gave the bottom open, and that's how Chris just kind of drove in there, got into the back of him. It wasn't like just racing deal, really. Like I said, you could tell that Chris, the past few laps, was just able to get into the corner a lot better, and for sure showed it. Mark Kosick in the pit lane. I'm not 100% sure how long he's been there.
He's been there almost, well, right now will be 6 minutes in his pit box.
10-4.
So. But Deutscher still leading. Coming up on lap, well, they just took lap number 60, so 59 completed.
59 complete.
And no yellows.
What's your preferred soda?
Mine?
Yeah.
I either like Dr. Pepper or Coca-Cola, whichever.
All right. We kind of were saying the same, like we timed it, like we were wanting to say the same thing, and we did. I'll throw you a Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, yeah. Right now I'm drinking coffee, so.
Oh, you'll have it later. Really good, mild-mannered, man, Richmond race with some real good racing action here. Terry Duguay, he's been kind of struggling, and he moves up out of the way. Kind of an off night for Terry. Terry is normally pretty good at the short tracks. He's a pretty good short track driver, but I think some drivers, you know, switch over to the Gen 7 car, still trying to get a hold of it, and yet still navigating traffic.
Yeah.
Traffic can be a hard thing to get around, and now kind of compromising the leaders.
Jim Coleman'sberger, right? He does not have to give them that spot either.
No.
So, you know.
He can fight for it.
Yep.
You're correct.
It looks like they just drove around him on the outside here. He wasn't going to give them
Chris
to him,
Paff
so.
Was able to drive around the outside. You know, Chris kind of used Jim as a pick there because Jim, in a way, he was fighting, but also trying to, you know, after the leaders got there to him, it looked like he was trying to finally concede, but. Man, you're right. You can kind of battle it if you kind of choose to. It's also kind of compromising when you catch a slow car at Richmond going into the corners. It's very compromising. So
Yeah, and I gotta say it. He went from the Folgers paint to the Maxwell House paint. Wow.
yeah.
Still coffee. Yeah. Man, gotta pick up.
He went from Tim Richmond to Sterling Marlin, so.
True. Whoa! Rogic got loose. He was behind the 24 here. That is Jason Adams, and he got really loose. Looks like the 16 now of Ryan Messer is trying to battle here with Rongich and Adams, but Adams is a lap down. Here we go. Oh, we're going to go 3 wide here at Richmond. No, the fall.
Contact's going to be made. Rongich gets into Terry, but Terry, as we see, great just driving, just control. I was trying to say another word, but it just couldn't come out, couldn't compute, but my goodness, man. I was so just speechless by the save that Terry was able to drive out of that contact. So epic. We probably should have had at least 2 cautions by now from just contact at least, but nope. These drivers, we just see the great presence of mind and car control that, you know, hey, I get hit, but let me just hopefully drive out of it correctly. And as we have 6 laps to go before the stage, we're working lap 69.
Yep, Paff leading the way here. Deutscher at about a second back. Well, anywhere between 9/10 to a second, roughly. Kind of keeps changing, man. They have been out here those 70 laps, and you know, I said our pit will be about 70 to 80, so they will be able to make it, it looks like, to the stage here. Possibly a 1 lap, a one stop race, maybe? I mean, this is not halfway, so halfway is 100, so we're looking at about, what, 75 more laps? Or no, 125 more laps. Yeah,
maybe cutting it close.
Yeah, 125 more laps after the stage, so. And there is lap 72 here tonight. Chris Paff leading the way here now with 13 under his belt. Deutscher still, well, He's coming, trying to anyway. 7/10, 6/10 of a second roughly behind him. Yarrow and Messer going at it. Boy, there's a big mess back here. And Messer's right in the middle of the mess.
Yeah, it's just everybody navigating their best and still trying to put up a fight or a struggle, trying to just use the same track that everyone else is using, right? That's what we're doing.
Well, lap 73, we get a caution now. That'll end it. Especially hitting lap 74 here. So hopefully no yellow. Next time by will be the white flag for the stage. And, of course, when they hit 76, that will be the caution. However, we got to get there first. Ooh. I like it, Steven. Can't necessarily show that particular paint, though, on this broadcast, but I would love to. But here we go, white flag in the air one more time around here, folks, for the stage. I have not seen Robbie Stewart, Robbie Darnell in chat here. I know he couldn't make it tonight, but I know he's having internet issues. Here we go, Chris Paff is going to win the stage here tonight at Richmond Raceway for the Dave Bush Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. Congratulations to Chris on the stage win. Of course, we will let these guys pit before we get Chris up here. We do not want to disturb him. He may just zip down pit road now. No, he's got to catch back up to the pace car, so...
Well, that was a very action-packed stage here,
Yep.
Joshua. It was not just, I'm going to let this guy or one person just dominate the first 75 laps. And they were rootin' tootin' here. I mean, that was some almost barn-burning stuff. We almost got the barn on fire.
Yes, we did. It was a barn, but not quite a burner. All right, Chris Paff winning the stage here tonight. Again, congratulations to Chris on the stage win here tonight. Of course, we got a lot more laps still yet to go. And he's got, he's got still yet some company out there, too. It's just not, the stage and it's over. It's stage and then, get right back into business here. What do these guys do now? Do they chance it? Do they just try to do it on one stop? Will they split it? Will they...
I think we'll see a split strategy here, but we will see probably some just try to go play the long game, which that with the fresh tires, it may hurt them. Who knows? We could just see an early split where some will really do some type of early pit strategy. Yeah. I do foresee. Who knows, Joshua? Yeah. Anything's possible.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Well, let me see here if I can grab Mr. Chris and pull him down here tonight. Chris Pat, buddy, got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
Hey, man, well, the stage win out here tonight, buddy. Congratulations on the stage victory here, but a long way to go, man. You guys were out there 75-plus laps here before y'all had to pit. Talk about the tires and, how bad was the fall off? How bad did the car get loose? And do y'all plan on going the distance or splitting it? I mean, no, don't give us your strategy, but, I mean, what's the mindset?
Yeah, so I don't know about the rest of these guys, but my tires were really good, like really good. I only had 80 on the right front there. So staying in fifth and saving is for the long run is playing in my cards. As far as how we go from here on out, I don't know. Fuel, I think we can't make it from here on fuel. We're just outside that window. So you might have some guys trying to do some strategy calls, maybe come down a bit early and then some maybe later. I don't know. We're going to dictate the pace here, and I'm going to try to be the one that sets the trend of when we start coming to pit road.
Yeah, well, let's got to see what happens. Like I said, y'all, if it's going to be close on fuel, I guess you could say, but then you're taking a chance on, maybe wearing out those tires more. And then if, you're also taking a chance on running out of fuel. So, I mean, a lot of things can play with, what is it going to be? I'm looking at, 120 laps still yet to go roughly here tonight.
Yeah, like I said, I feel pretty good about having a right front still in the 80s after 75 laps of running there, 76 laps. So yeah, I feel pretty good about my tire wear. I don't know. We'll just see. Depends on if this track cools down. It's still pretty hot, so.
All righty,
We'll
Chris.
see, Josh.
Yep. All righty, buddy.
What about that contact with Rongich there, man? He kind of gave up the bottom, and you were just really able to get into the corner a lot better.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it ended up parking him like in the apex, and I did not expect to get him inside that close. So that was totally on me, 100%. I apologize for it. I hope he's not messed up too bad.
All right, buddy.
10-4, Chris.
All right, we'll let you get back to it, but good luck.
All right, appreciate it.
Yep. All right, let's get them back up here because they are already
118 to go here.
Yep.
So just under that 120 like you talked about, or yes, 119, 120 here to go. So you see the lead changes at the stripe, 4 lead changes.
Yep, coming to the restart here tonight, lap 82. Here we go into the restart zone, and Green is back out here tonight. The second half of the race underway here for the Dave Bush Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series, season 15, round number 10 here tonight at Richmond. Go ahead.
No, Gary getting one heck of a restart on that inside lane in 3rd position. He's going to be matching Chris Path coming through 3 and 4 in this restart. Oh! He's out of 4.
Yep. And our first official yellow here is going to come.
Oh, the car just gets away from him.
Yep, with Ryan Messer here. Man, oh, man. Yeah, that was the first time we've seen it. Yep. I think when he hit the gas, it just looped around on him. There was nothing he could do. Then he gets tagged, almost tagged there by the 45. And then Jason Adams gets loose as well. And he slides it across the grass. I think he thought that Ryan Messer didn't do a good enough job cutting the grass, so he had to throw his 2 cents in.
Yeah, a sympathy spin. Could have just jabbed the brakes a bit too severely, and the car could have whipped around, checking up for everybody else as well. That's easy to do. So easy to do. So yes, first official caution here. If you don't count that, count the stage brake caution.
Yeah, well.
So
now what do you?
Man, oh man.
I mean, you just came back out. You have not ran really anything. Yeah, so I mean, you still got your fresh tires. You still got the fuel. Save under yellow, and you know.
Turn that car off. Let it roll. Coast. Do whatever you need to do. Pop the clutch in. Save whatever you can, like you just talked about. Now, Gary, he was working his way up through the field. He was back in 8th. He was part of that big battle we talked about, you know, that 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th battle that was raging on, and he got up there with Yarrow after Yarrow got by, and they were working their way to the top 5. He got into the top 5 before the stage ended, I do believe. That is what helped him get 3rd on the pit stop there at the stage break. So that is what has got him way up here in 2nd position.
Yeah.
So
well, I want to pull Ron.
Very definitely.
Well,
yes,
we've
sir.
already talked to Rongich, but I want to pull Rongich back down here and have a little talk with him about what happened down there and how, you know, why he got loose and everything. The little contact there. Rongich, you got a copy again, bud?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I just wanted to, you know, bring it back up here and kind of talk about the battle there between you and Chris and, you know, the little contact or whatever that happened there, man. I know it sent you back here, but we still got a long way to go. How's the car feeling?
Yeah, it feels fine. I was just getting run over a few times there, but it's no big deal. It's short track racing. I'm just finding my P's and Q's. I'll be back up there to give it back.
All righty, Zach. Well, good luck down there, buddy. And, you know, hopefully the car doesn't have a lot of damage.
Yes, sir.
Yep. All right. So you could just kind of hear the disappointment, I guess you could say. You know, Chris already apologized for it, but, you know, and then again, I don't know if, you know, if Zach heard that or not, but then whatever the case may be, you know, Zach not too happy.
And right, like you probably wouldn't. Nobody would be happy in that situation if if you were in Rogich's driver's seat and you were leading there at the moment, and being the race leader, you really hope people try to get by you as cleanly as possible. But being Richmond, contact's going to be made sometimes, and people just like I talked about earlier, getting in the corner especially, you're going to have different lifting and braking points,
Yep.
and people can really charge into the corner like what we were seeing with Pap, especially longer into that run. So some people really are really good at conserving and being able to have a car to do that at the end of a run like that.
As we exit turn number 2 here, making our way down into turn number 3, total lap 89. Chris Paff has chosen the outside line here on the restart. That's going to put Gary back onto the inside line. I think you would really want that inside line on a restart, but that's just my opinion. These guys know how to race better than I do, so they know where to go. They know what needs to be done. Here we go, folks. Green back underway. Whoa, we got to stack up at a loosey-goosey up here, 2270. Hey, boy, that stacked everybody up here tonight. Kyle Heath out there chat here this evening. Kyle, man, I wish that you was out here racing. I am so sorry again. I missed last week to see your victory, but that's the way it usually happens when I miss races. Man, oh man, these guys are shaking and baking. We had some 3 wide there, buddy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 3. Oh, we got a car hard in Art Mullane. Or Art Mellon, my apologies.
Mullane,
Real hard contact. Oh, and then Terry Duguay.
Oh, yellow's out. No, it's not out. Wow.
Not yet.
No, not yet. But we got
And still,
one going down. That was
Phillip.
Phillip Richmond going around. Yep, no yellow. There is the yellow. Wow. Now, looks like right here. I'm trying to, okay, so.
Yeah, we'll go back. So much happened. Go back and see what happened here. We see Art and Robbie, man. Art and Robbie both.
Yeah, right
had
there.
Oh,
there was
okay.
some net code.
Art, yeah.
Now, they would have made contact, but there was some net code right there between the 24 and the 15, and that's what sent the 15, but what happened to the 3?
Robbie, I think Robbie just,
man, that was all.
I think he overdrives the entry, maybe?
Yeah, it's looking that way. I don't think there was any contact there between him and the 14, but yeah, no, there was.
Maybe just overdrives the entry and the car.
Ooh, yeah, right up.
Right to the wall he goes, and then
right there.
Terry gets loose and then comes down and clips Jim.
Oh, yep.
He wants some coffee.
He's like, I want some coffee. Oh, no, then Jim takes a hit. And
Robbie Stewart, who was just recovering from sponging, well, not sponging, but pancaking, well, I don't know what you want to call the hit that Robbie took initially into the wall. And then we got to find Phillip.
Yeah, I'm trying to find Phillip here. Hang on, it would be quicker if I just went over here to find Phillip. There it is, right there. Phillip. Oh, he's snappy.
Man.
Yeah, he's snapping loose, and he just goes right into the wall. Yep. And finally let go on him. So a lot happened in that little bit of, action there. Simultaneous wrecks, simultaneous spins. Not too happy people. Shall we keep going?
Just any type of cliche you could throw in there. So much happened in that. Basically, in the space of a lap, or not even a complete lap, like almost a full lap, but not quite, almost. Just so much happened. And just different parts of the track too. Like the front of the pack had a problem, the back of the pack had a problem. So, man, oh man. Just whenever Phillip got some good track position, the car just decided not to like it. Just whenever you think you're having a good, the car, it's not really been too twitchy all night, everything's going good, and then all of a sudden it kicks out.
Yep, I've been there and done that many times, but I'll race You think you're going good, going strong, and, you know, I wasn't the fastest driver or the slowest, but, you know, that when that back end of that car wants to go, it's going to go. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. You can ask Kyle that. You can ask Stephen Lane out there, still new to iRacing. You can ask him. My brother even now has a wheel, and he's been out there doing some practicing with Stephen and by himself. And unfortunately for my brother, he can't stay off the wall, but it all comes with practice. You know, you just got to learn the ropes. It's not as easy as it looks. So, yeah, so, you know, when that back into the car, though, when them tires say, I'm done and I'm going, well, guess what? They're going and they're done. They're not going to argue with you, and you're not going to argue with them. The tires are going to win every time.
Well, lights are back off on the pace car, getting ready to go back green. At lap 97, we will take the green flag. 96 will be complete. Third,
Get us going.
official caution. Second for incident here. Yes, sir, Joshua. Ooh, Austin spun his tires on the outside lane in fourth position. That's going to stack up the rest of the outside. Even Chris didn't get a good start. Gary, though, Gary got the best out of them all.
19 almost popped the wall there, too. Or was that the 9? Oh, that was the 19 of Keith Hurlbutt.
Yes.
Yeah. He's in a different car. Oh, and he did it again. Keith, I know I'm talking about you, but stop it.
Well, restarts is key because you can really gain and lose.
Oh, no, that is going to be who I think that is. Yep, Philip Richmond again. Ah, Philip, come on, bud. Man, that car not being too friendly with him right now. Zachary Rongich, Zach Deuscher, Austin. We got a good group right here. They're battling, and, you know, you can't forget Messer, Bartlett, Yarrow. These guys have not been able to break away yet. However, Gary and Chris, they have kind of separated themselves, per se, from Zachary, third on back. However, the slightest mistake, Will, you know it, everybody's going to be right back together, so...
Oh, yeah, that's all. Oh, we got Zach Deuscher. He hit the apron, I think. And, chain reaction here. We got cars going around.
Yep, and there's the yellow right there. So let me get here on right there. Did the 21.
I don't even think he clipped the apron at first. The car just went away from him going into the corner. It turned too good, I do believe. I don't think Austin got in the back of him. No, he did not.
No, he did
not. The car it turned way too good. And
it just snapped on him. It just like, it's like the back end just lifted up and said, let's just hydroplane with no water. And, there's where the 43, there was nothing Austin could do.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so let me see here what we got and going on. And it was kind of a chain reaction here. Yeah, Austin getting sideways. And then there is where Byron Bartlett...
Sheets gets into the back of Gilmore, oh man.
Several drivers going to get involved in this. There's Gilmore, Byron. Hang on. Dadgummit, yeah. Or was that Gary? Yeah, Jeff Gilmore. I'll get it right in a minute. Yeah, man.
So Deuscher, Austin, Gilmore, Brandon Sheets, and Byron Bartlett involved in this caution.
All right, Kyle out there says coffees are for the mornings, adult beverages are for the evenings. Well, you know, I would agree to that, to disagree, but I quit drinking over a year ago, Kyle. You know that. So, coffee and soda pop is every day. And I've got I haven't been able to get up and get me any more coffee yet, but I think I'll do that this caution. Why not?
Yeah, take this time to do that right now. As we see, Gary had taken the lead away from Chris Paff. So Gary, Chris, I believe that's Rogic in third position. Michael Yarrow back there in fifth. And looks like Chris might be coming down for a pit stop. Yes, he did. So interesting to see different strategies taking place here. A lot of drivers having to take a lot of repair time, no doubt about it, from the previous incidences. Anybody wanting updates, if you're not able to watch it live, you know, the top three currently in the Cup race, Hamlin Busher are currently battling for the lead. Then Kyle Busch is riding in third, but he's got Bubba Wallace challenging him for third position. So they just under a restart now at Kansas, just everybody flocking around as you can at that track, as I'm sure we will be there later in the season. I gotta look at the schedule. I'm pretty sure. Like we said, off next week, so then week after, Charlotte Motor Speedway. That is probably, if not one of the toughest mile and a halves. So if it was me, I would be practicing even, you know, the whole. I got 2 weeks of preparation basically, you know, after this race ends. You know, I could just kind of not necessarily immediately, but you know, at some point, you know, just get you some practice days in at Charlotte. Oh, green flag back out in the air. Rogic, Gary Slapinski there on the front row. Ryan Messer, Michael Yarrow in the second here. We're seeing Rogic on that bottom, trying to get ever so slightly ahead of Gary.
Yeah, okay, I am back.
Still side by side. Welcome back.
Yeah, I turned you up that way I could hear you. So.
Rogic now taking the lead away from Gary on this restart. Ryan Messer, after having his spin, is back up here. So this race has provided a whole lot of comers and goers.
Yes.
Back and forth.
Looks like Tara is out in chat. She is doing Sunday chores. Well, I do want to give another shout out to all the mothers out there. Mother's Day coming up next week. No broadcast, so happy early Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yes, indeed. Happy early Mother's Day as well. So,
looks like Byron Bartlett and Jeff Gilmore, a little quick battle back here. Well, I say quick, but not very. Oh, Gilmore! Wow. But we've seen some pretty awesome saves out here. They're still going at it. Ooh, I wonder if we're starting to see some little short track tippers.
well, we got 90 laps to go. I do not see, you know, why not? Because it's almost go time. I don't see why it can't be. You're trying to be in the best position possible to maybe be there at the end of the race. We do maybe speculate a couple of more cautions maybe sprinkled in the remaining 90 laps here, but
Let's hope not. But it, you know, like you said,
yeah,
it's a,
exactly. Let's not hope not. But you know, in the back of the mind of the strategy point of view,
Yeah.
You almost have to think it's going to happen.
Oh yeah, definitely so. O'Brien, we do appreciate it. Of course, not just my mom, but my brothers as well. He is out there in chat doing some painting and doing some other stuff. Good battle going on back here, though. Looks like Austin Sailors. That is going to be Philip Richmond, Jim Coleman-Spurger, Byron Bartlett. And at the tail end right behind them here, who is that in the third? Is that the 30? Yeah, that is Gary Wright. Now, Gary is only 2 laps down, though, so cannot count him out. Can't count Phillip out. And here we go, battle up here between Sheets and Deuscher. Maybe a little crossover. Ooh, I thought Brandon was going to throw a little bit of a crossover down on him, but Zach closed that door quick there, Will. Oh, we got a yellow.
Oh.
Where'd that come out? Oh, no, Phillip. Oh, that's
Jim and Phillip.
I think Phillip.
Oh, Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phillip already lost her before Jim got to him.
Phillip lost it
Man.
way back here. Wow.
Phillip's just riding a bucking Bronco. That's what
is where it snapped, and Jim just come up right up on him, and he's like, man, oh man. Well, Phillip did keep it off the wall. So that is a good
I think
thing.
ever since he's had that contact with the inside retaining wall when the car got away from him on the front stretch, right? A couple of cautions ago, that car has just been acting just very, very, very witchy ever since, right? So very voodoo-y.
Very voodoo. Well, it's not the Medlock juju, as Steven would be saying here. What's the track temp now? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the track temp now. 110, so it's still pretty hot.
It's dropped 3 degrees since the initial drop of the green flag, but it is pretty hot.
Yeah, 110 degrees is still pretty steamy out there. You could still cook an egg if you wanted to, but it'd take a little bit. Still, nevertheless, though, we got a lot of racing to go on. It looks like Hal Munson leading the way here. He's going to lead his first lap here. He's been only out here 15 laps. It looks like Chris Paff and Austin Sailors also staying out. Everybody else, though, coming down pit road here. Jason Adams with a very quick stop. I doubt tires on there. 5.5 seconds. Yeah, no way. That's fuel only. Zachary Rongich on back, though. Probably looks like mostly 4 tires and maybe another driver here, Byron Bartlett, maybe a fuel stop only for him. And, you know, some of these guys playing that tire game, Will, you know, trying to, you know, maybe save a set of tires for a late race yellow, which would not surprise me one bit.
Yes, it would not surprise me one bit as well. So you always want to try to have an extra set in the pits if you can. Always try to play that card under your sleeve.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and say it, Tara. Are you a wine mama or a whiny mama? There is a difference.
Oh, my. I do have to agree on that.
Just say it. Just say it.
You speaketh the truth. Did you watch the Kentucky Derby yesterday?
No, I did not. I don't really watch it, but I do try my best to keep up with it.
It was a 3-wide photo finish, man.
Oh, my gosh.
And like, so I'm 29 years old. I turned 30 later this year. I have a late birthday, right? But in my 25, like I feel like I've been watching the Kentucky Derby for like 25 years, right? I try to watch it almost every year. It's not like I'm not obsessed about horse racing, but anyway, like I like the Kentucky Derby. But it's like the closest finish, I swear, I've ever seen. It was spectacular. I just wanted to get that in there. So
it's racing.
Exactly. That's how I look at it. It is a part of racing.
But it is still racing. So, you know.
It's still horsepower.
Yeah, it's still, that's literal horsepower. All right, here we go. Coming to the restart. Pace cars off and away. Coming to lap 120 here. Kyle Munson is going to get us going here. Got to go on green. So green is back out, and Kyle didn't go. He didn't get a good jump there. Jason Adams going to try to give him a push here, and Jason's going to get kind of shuffled out to the outside. We're going to go 3 wide out of turn number 2 here, folks, and it could get a little dicey down as we make our way down into 3. Still on the 24 of Jason Adams here. Chris Paff still, well, right now he is up front.
Yeah, he taking the lead away from Kyle there.
Yep.
Kyle, like you said, didn't really get the best of best restarts, but him and Chris Paff on the same tire, I do believe. They pitted 17 laps ago, so everybody else probably fresher tire a little bit maybe. Oh,
Yeah.
Austin getting to the inside of Kyle,
He's
saying, hey, we're going on up.
Yeah, he's trying to pull a Mark Whitley / Gary Slapinski move on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, car into the wall. Who is that? That would be, oh no, Keith into the wall again.
Keith.
Oh no, the
Oh, Jason Adams gets turned. Jim Coleman'sberger gets turned.
Big wreck. Parking lot
You only got a
here.
scrapyard down the back straightaway.
And yeah, we're gonna get back up here on.
Jeff Gilmore gets into the right rear. Excuse me. It is. It's kind of left if you're looking at it from the facing camera there. My apologies, but yes, gets into the right rear. Don't know.
Oh, Jason. Snapped loose
Jason.
on him. And yeah. Oh,
Oh, man.
Jeff had nowhere to go.
Jeff, nowhere. Yeah. I couldn't get it out my mouth fast enough. Jeff, nowhere to go. So.
Yep, he come up on him quick, and right there it was, and it was just kind of a ping pong, slinky thing going on. Yeah, and Jim right there, man, yet again, Jim getting
almost
flipped.
Everybody wants Jim's coffee. Doesn't matter what's he in. If it's Folgers or Maxwell House, they just want some Jim's coffee.
Yeah, I don't think beer and coffee would go good together though, because right here.
They didn't really want his Tide whenever he was in the Tide colors. So like maybe go back to Tide because everybody wants some coffee.
Yeah, right. It looks like the 19 gonna get a piece of it there too, and then man, I don't know. Oh, the 3. Ugh.
Robbie tried to Days of Thunder it, and he truly Days of Thundered it.
Yep. Slid right into the 11. Keith Hurlbut there. Man, oh man. Jim again, man. Jim is just not having any luck out here tonight. It looks like he is coming back out, though, so that is good. Coming up on that 3. What are you going to call that? 125 of 200. So let's see, 50, 100. So we're
75.
Yeah, it's about 75, 76 laps still yet to go here. Now they can make it on fuel for sure, but man, them tires are going to be shot. Kind of like what they were. Some drivers, of course, had real good tires. They say, after the stage. Other drivers' tires probably not so much. So,
yeah, we definitely got to see who had a long run capable car and who didn't, I'd have to say, in that 75 lap opener. But ever since then, we've had our sprinkling of cautions. We've had a few short runs, then we had caution, then we just had caution immediately kind of after the green flag was thrown again. So a bit of a caution breeding fest. But other than that, the racing's been excellent. Which, it's going to happen. Short track racing, contact sport. We have fenders on the car. It's not like we're got open wheels out here. Even the Wheeling Modified Series would be beating and banging to a certain degree. Probably going to have 73 laps to go when we do get the green lights are still on the pace car. Chris Paff is the race leader. No one else looks like, I don't think, going to bring the car back down pit lane. Coleman'sberger, I guess, getting held a lap. Or putting back on the... Anywho. So, interesting. Like I said earlier, you've had drivers that just coming back into the top 5, like Ryan Messer. So, Rongich, he's, our pole sitter. He's had all sorts of different woes. Chris Paff, he's probably got one, if not the best car of the field, one of them. So many drivers out here. Green flag out.
Yep, green back out once again here. Chris, Austin, Ryan, Rongich, Deutscher, Yarrow, Bartlett, Sheets, Lane, Slapinski, top 10 as of right now, but out of turn number 2, man, these cars are still picking up speed, but man, they get awfully squirrely.
Getting awfully squirrely, awfully pushy. As Rongich, I think, got into the back of Chris Paff as Austin gets around them, but he's got Messer right over his back bumper.
Yep. Well, Rongich said once he got back up there. Oh, man. Well, Austin get a lead a second lap here out of the Ford across the stripe. Man, this front stretch, not really a front stretch. You're on the wheel the whole time. And he has got company here with Messer.
Yeah, Messer wanting back to the lead. We know how good of a short run capable car Ryan Messer has, at least short run. We haven't got to see another long run with him out front, or at least, that was close.
Man, that was a wobble. We're still watching the front, though, because we don't know what could or could not happen. Hitting lap 132 here.
Oh.
Woo! That got
Austin
a little dicey.
Almost got into Messer. Rongich had to check up. Deutscher's right here now. So, leaning on each other, Austin and Messer kind of were there through 3 and 4. One of the best Richmond races I've seen in a while, whether it be on iRacing or in watching, actual NASCAR, I'd have to say. Some pretty good racing tonight. Come on, Busher. If Larson, come on, Larson, but man. Anywho, that's just my fan coming out talking. I'm kind of trying to watch the rest of the Cup race. You know me,
Paul,
racing enthusiast over here.
Yeah, Paul, they're actually watching some of them are watching the real NASCAR race. Others are watching the NASCAR race, this race. Others are watching the NASCAR race, this race, and a hockey game. So we've got like 3 or 4 different things going on at one time here. Well, I'm just broadcasting because I don't have time to pay attention to 4 other things at once. So, yeah.
Joshua says, chew bubble gum and walk. Come on now.
Yeah. Ryan Messer,
I'm just kidding.
Up to second, or up to first, my bad. He started second.
Yes, he's retaking the lead here. Like I said, we know how good of a short run capable car he has, so. Real good battle for third. Austin and Zach Deutscher going at it, and then Michael Yarrow, Chris Paff, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Man, I tell you, they're there. I think until the leaders catch up to Robbie Stewart or any of the other slow traffic that they are approaching, that is Robbie, the first car right there, as you see, going out of the picture screen. So
Let's see
then
here. Yeah.
and unless Ryan truly makes some type of drastic mistake, when they finally start to catch this slow traffic is when because that's kind of when we were starting to see leaders truly have to get into a battle. Like, yeah, there's somebody behind me, but I'm still quick enough to keep them at bay.
Yeah.
But then they come into the dirty air, or they just can't quite. We'll just have to see.
Yeah.
But that battle, like I said, still raging on. Just a little bit further back. Top 5, everybody wanting a top 5 spot, but there's only 5 spots. Out of a field of 20 drivers, 21 starters, you really want to set that goal, top 10, top 7, top 5. Something like that if it was me, if I was to start this race, have those goals. We see these drivers really just trying to log these laps, get as whatever points they can. Keith Hurlbut, Robbie Stewart, and the leaders navigating.
Yeah, we're sitting here watching it. Ryan,
Wrong,
Zachary,
wasn't able to take any type of he wasn't able to pounce on Ryan Messer getting through the traffic, because Ryan, man, he saw a hole. He threw it in there and was able to get by the lap traffic, and Rongich was just like, okay. So luckily for Messer, that move that he made really Robbie into the outside wall.
Yeah.
So that's going to be tough for Robbie. Hopefully he can keep it up there, out and away from the groove as these other lead lap machines are making way by.
Yeah, it looks like Keith Hurlbut up here in the mix too. He has no front bumper, so I bet, and I hate that he's having all these problems out here tonight at Richmond, but he is definitely not having any overheating issues.
And you would think not.
No.
You would think also the front tires are pretty good too.
Yeah. Oh, and I got to talking about him again, and he got close to the wall. See what happens here, folks, when I go talking about drivers. Up 145 here tonight, coming to 146 the next time by. We are almost at that 3/4 of the way mark here tonight. Do they pit? Well, if it stays green, I doubt it. If we get a yellow, I think, depending on where that yellow comes out, I think we will see everybody, or almost everybody, come down. Track position,
Exactly.
later on, like, if there's 15 laps to go or whatever, 20 laps to go, you probably would not come down. Stay out for track position, somewhere between the 25 to 50 to go, which we're going to be coming up on that 50 to go mark here pretty quick. Then, yeah, I think you'll see everybody come down. That's just my thought, but who knows?
Now teammates battling here for 5th and 6th position. Austin trying to keep 5th. Gary trying to get back into the top 5. They have Chris Paff right behind them, so Gary really yawned the car out on corner exit there, turn 4, so you can really do that, though. It is quite possible. Austin gives the window of opportunity to Gary. Side by side down the back straightaway. Nope, not quite, but Gary is there now. Austin still has the bite on the high side. Barely edging Gary off the corner.
I'm trying to click on Gary, and I clicked on the wrong person. Whoa, Gary, I think got a little loose. He had to kind of back off of it a little bit. Now he's going to fall right up ahead of the 22 of Chris Paff, who's trying to make his way back up there. Our stage winner here tonight. Back here in 7th, started 4th. We are down to that 50 laps to go here tonight. So as of right now, 6 cautions in total. That does include the stage caution. 30 laps to go, coming to 29 this time by, or for 30 laps, my bad. 49 laps to go that time by, and 12 lead changes is what we have had so far here this evening at Richmond. So really, it's been a pretty good Richmond race. It could have been a whole lot worse.
Oh, yeah. I almost felt like we've had a few more lead changes than what we had, but I guess not. It just feels like it by all the racing we had.
Yeah. Well, ATVO has been wrong before, so, you know. Zach has led 8 laps. Let's see here. We got Messer coming up on his 51st lap there. Zachary Rogic, 33. Deutscher, 8. Yarrow still hasn't led any. Austin Sailors has led 3. Gary has led 9. Chris has led 45. And Munson has led 4. Trying to see who else may be. And I think that is it. Yep, that is it. Whoa, we got a driver hard into the wall. Philip Bridgman again. Oh, no yellow. I think Philip, I think he hit that wall a ton. That hurt. That hurt me.
So Philip really struggling here tonight at Richmond. Like I said, really happened after he lost it coming onto the front stretch. So after that, the car's just been a big struggle. The whole race after that.
Let's see here if he comes back out. I'll keep an eye on the timing screen. He is only 3 laps down, though. But Ryan Besser has got company here with Rogic still on his heels. If that's...
Yeah, and Deutscher's only a few seconds behind them.
Yep.
He can still kind of see them. Yarrow right behind Deutscher. So a 4-car breakaway, and then the rest of the field's behind them.
Sailors.
Austin and Gary way back here with everybody else.
Yep. Sailors, Slapinski, Path, Sheets. Looks like Munson and Bartlett coming up on them. So this is going to be about, what do you say? What are you thinking here? About 4th on back to 10th. Getting pretty dicey. But we're going to have to get up here to Gary and Austin and Chris, because I think a battle's potentially going to start heating up here. Possibly even a battle for the lead between Messer and Rogic, too. So definitely going to have to keep an eye out on them.
Yeah, Gary and Austin, they've been going back and forth. They've been going at it now for a good, I'd have to say 15 laps. And
Teammates.
Gary can kind of get an edge on him. Oh, yeah, teammates. Gary can kind of get an edge on him, but then Austin is still able to get the good drive off at the exit on the high side, so...
All right, I got a question for all the fans out there here in chat, all 13 of you, and those that are not talking but are out there watching. You are racing in NASCAR, and then you can even answer this too, Will, if you want. While we look at the battle here between the 43 and the 78, you're at the final race of a regular season with a shot on the line to get into the playoffs. And it's you and your teammate battling it out for that shot. Would you wreck your teammate to get in, or would you rather race them to the line for both of y'all to have a shot at, well, not both of y'all have a shot of making it, but to make it fair? What would you do in that situation?
My response to that answer would be this, and has always been this through the course of time. I race people how they race me. Doesn't matter if they're my teammate, my best friend, my buddy, my acquaintance, or some guy I don't even like. I race them. I try to race everybody respectfully. I try to always give them a lane. Always try to give them space. You always have to leave a space. And I always try to do that. Now, I haven't always done that, but not everybody can always do that, right? But I always felt like I raced everybody pretty equally. But whenever it comes down to it, it's always going to be off that person, how they have raced me, whether it be in the past or even in that race. If we made contact, oh yes,
Well, Austin got to the wall there. Brandon almost got him, but good track awareness. All right, go ahead, as we are going to continue to watch the 43 and the 2. Sorry.
Yes, I just always raced.
Hang on a minute. Battle for the lead. Never mind. Go ahead. That was quick.
Yes, Rongich getting back by for the lead. Like I said, Messer, I felt like he could have been able to hang on a little bit longer, but we got into Rongich bobbled, Messer bobbles, reaction to action there. So Messer going to lose another spot to Deutscher. So Zach Attack first and second this evening at the moment, closing in on 30 to go.
About 30 to go here, roughly. Getting there, yeah. So that was actually my question. So you would race the person cleanly if they've raced you cleanly, and
I always race people how they raced me. Even on the last lap, or say I had a race at Atlanta one time, and me and this other person, not naming any names, but if they're listening, they should know who they are. But we raced for the whole race. We were always around each other. We had the same strategy. He literally pitted with me, came out, everything. We couldn't get away from each other. Came down to the final 20 laps of the race, and we still couldn't get away from each other. But long story short, I was able to win that race that day, but it was not without a fight. But there was a little bit of beating and banging going on, but it was fair, it was clean, and that's how it should be with stock car racing.
Yeah, there was no intentional wrecking. There was just beating and banging. You were going to make each other win that race. Oh, no,
exactly.
Messer over to the wall again. Yeah.
Man, you were hoping that he would at least be able to mend and fight for a podium, but that car now really struggling with him, and he's almost not going to be able to do that as Yarrow takes that third position away, and with him ailing into the wall, not looking too well.
Looks like no, that wasn't Yarrow. That was Deutscher there. He got real close to the wall. Yeah, let me see here.
That question got asked to Tony Stewart one time, and he said, I'd wreck my grandma to win a race,
Oh, but, well, I mean, some drivers, and it is all about racing. You are out there to win championships. You are out there to win races. You ain't out there really to make friends, and I know a lot of people would like to have friendships and all that in racing, but, you're out there to make, we got a yellow, so I will shut up on that here for a moment and find out what happened here. It looks
yellow coming out with 26 laps to go.
But I think it put me so what happened? Trying to find out where the yellow happened out here, folks. Give me just a second. Let's hope it wasn't one of those mishaps here. That has happened before. And since Robbie Darnell is back in chat here tonight, we can go ahead and blame him.
Accidental press.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen Gary's speed drop dramatically.
Oh, rare
But,
mistake happened from Gary.
but
It's possible.
but I don't know if that was him or not. That's the thing. Looks like he
Oh.
was right there. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's it. That was right.
I don't know if Chris got into the back of him or if the car turned too good, but
I think
no,
Gary was thinking
right in the
about.
center of the corner.
I think it was trying to come down pit road here, and it just snapped loose on him. That's what it did. Yeah. He was trying to, I think, come down pit road, got too hot, and he looped it. So caution is out here.
Man,
Yep. So I do know there was a question in chat here about how many wins does Zachary have. Well, Zachary Wrongich has only got 2 wins. So
back-to-back wins, by the way.
Yep, Texas and Dega. Now Gary Slapinski has 2 as well. Kyle Heath winning last week at Dover. Chris Paff winning California or Auto Club, whichever y'all want to call it. And Deutscher winning round 1. So that is kind of the update on the wins. All right, let's get back up here. Lap 177 here. And Robbie out there saying too as well, I was not on the screen when you answered that, so thank you for that there information, Robbie, to everybody while I was looking the information up. Because I usually don't have it wrote down or right in front of me. Yeah, I'm going to check it out here. Looks like everybody came in for the most part. Everybody took possibly their last set of tires. Maybe have one more set in the books. Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. But lights are off. Cars getting around the pace car. We've got Rongich, Messer, Deutscher, Yarrow, Paff, Sheets, Munson, Bartlett, Slapinski, Kobensberger, Sailors, Adams, Wright, and Gilmore, the top 14 on the lead lap. Art is just 1 lap down. He gets a quick yellow here, and he's not involved in it. He will be back on the lead lap. Keith Hurlbutt 2 laps down. Now, Terry DeGay is still out here. He is rolling 18 laps down, and Robbie Stewart hanging on for dear life. 27 laps down, but still out here in the number 3. And the green is out and away here tonight. Back underway. The Dave Bush Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series here at Richmond, round number 10. And I think they wanted to go dancing out there, buddy. What do you think?
Oh yeah, that does make me feel like dancing. That's for sure. Dance the night away.
Oh man, they got. Oh, I think they did a tandem slide. Man, Byron.
Oh, hard!
Oh, that hurt me. Oh.
Hurt me as well. I hope I don't have a concussion.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, no. Right here, we're going to see him, and he shoots down in front of the 40 of Kyle Munson. And right in front of the 78 of Gary Slapinski, and Byron took a
Is there an echo on this? Because that car just had a weird twitch.
Let's see. We go down. Oh, it gets loose and overcorrects.
Oh,
that's what happened.
Man.
And right there, and ooh, he might have got tagged there, but it was a little bit too late. right there. Yeah, he got tagged by the 78, but it was a little bit too late. Byron was gone for the ride regardless, and right up into the outside wall he goes, and a hard lick for the 9, and he gets hit again by the 19 of Keith Hurlbutt. Oh, my gosh. And I do believe Byron had to tow. Yeah, there was no way he could go. Man,
what an interesting finish for the Cup race at Kansas. If you talk about a photo finish for the Kentucky Derby, that was dramatic. They had a green-white checkered attempt, and let's just say, I don't want to spoil nothing, but it was fantastic. If you are a certain fan of the driver that won the race, even I don't like to say, while I'm broadcasting, but I don't like Denny Hamlin as a racing driver. Like, I respect what he's done, cool.
Yeah.
But like, I'm a Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch fan. Like,
yeah.
I like the Kyles.
I'm not a Busch fan.
And,
I'm not either of the Bushes. So now we don't have that in common. But Kyle Larson, I think Kyle Larson's okay.
I like Chris Buescher. Like, I would have liked to have seen him won, but man, what a photo finish that they had. Another photo finish in NASCAR, man. They're going to have a photo finish at every track.
Yeah, that looks like Tara out there saying neck hurts from my wreck. What? You got into a wreck? I didn't know that. Hopefully you're okay, and that made it hurt more. Oh, I did not know you was in a wreck.
A half a splitter. Holy moly.
Wow, that close, huh? Well,
Indeed.
Let's see here if we're going to have a photo finish here tonight for the Dave Busch Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. It wouldn't surprise me if we did.
I've seen photo finishes at the LA Coliseum.
Well, glad you're all right,
I think
Tara.
it was the Coliseum. Yes, indeed. Glad you were okay as well. I've been in my fair share of car wrecks. I don't like them.
No, I don't either. I've been in one myself. Back when I first started driving, I fell asleep at the wheel. I was actually late for work. Wasn't speeding until I fell asleep, and I hit the gas, I guess. And, well, I hit head on with a tree, and it was the airbag that actually woke me up. And, well, them things hurt.
You know, that tree just jumped out in the road, didn't it?
Yeah, so did the ditch and the leaves. And, yeah, and the gravel, because it was a dirt road, so yeah, they don't feel too good, I tell you. But I'm okay. This was way back when. This was, oh golly. Well, I've been married going on 17 years this December, so it was probably about a year before that, roughly. So I remember it like it was yesterday. But here we go into the Geico a restart start zone here. Green is out, and folks, we are winding down the final 14. There it goes. 14 more laps to go. I was waiting for it to update there. I was going to say 15, but I was like, wait a minute. No. 14 more laps to go here, and pretty much everybody on the lead lap here, but can win the race. It is not over. The question is, who's it going to be? Oh, we got another yeller. Are they going to need a pillar? I think somebody's probably going to need another vehicular. Not laughing about it. It's not fun, but oh my golly, man, this was this was between Gary Slapinski and the 40 of Kyle Munson is where this Kyle got loose. Gary comes up too, and there's some problems, and right there, Austin Sailors. Then Kyle gets tagged again. Looks like Jim is going to get a piece of the wall outside. Gary is going to find the track again, but after cutting a little bit of the grass out there, Man, oh man. Well, we've unfortunately had some wrecks here coming down to the wire. And we, of course, have to still yet, talk about it. 3 GWC attempts. That's still in the books. I mean, we've still got them if need be. Man, just some drivers not having any luck out here tonight. Still with me there, Will? Or did you fall asleep?
Yes, I was just listening to the post-race interviews real quick.
Oh, okay.
Man, what a finish. My apologies. But yeah, man, just having some calamity trying to get to the checkered flag here at Richmond. It is, like I said, the first 75 was pretty good. We had another couple of good runs sprinkled in and out, but it's just been like, man, we got the stage done, so
Yeah.
let's party hard, I guess. That's what they started to say, but not really right, but that's kind of what it looks like. But they weren't trying to, that's for sure. We just had some slippage. The track's been going through track evolution, so to speak. So lots of different, the lane has been widening out. So track down to 102 degrees. So it's dropped a few more degrees.
It has cooled off dramatically from when we first started, so that could be playing a factor. Of course, some of these guys out here are hungry as well. They're trying to get a win. They're trying to, get around Rongich. And, you got Messer, Deutscher, Paff, Sheets, Sailors, Munson, Slapinski, Yarrow, Adams. That's rounding out the top 10. Wright, Gilmore, Art, and Coleman-Sperger rounding out the top 14 here. 14 drivers on the lead lap. It does look like Keith and Byron is on pit road. Byron, I think his night is done, unfortunately. Keith's night may be done as well. Terry DeGay and Robbie Stewart still out here, 14 and the 3. They're just trying to get the best finish they can. Robbie started 22nd. He is guaranteed at least an 18th spot. And Terry DeGay started 15th. He is in 17th. So not where Terry wanted to finish, but hey, it is what it is, and Keith's night is not done. He is rolling back out, so he's going to make a liar out of me.
So yeah, we're going to have a 7-lap shootout, hopefully, for the finish. Lights are out on the pace car.
Yep, into 3. Coming to green.
Keep an eye on the second row. What type of restart can these two get in that second row, I'd have to say.
Wow. Looks like, Rogic and Messer going at it, and I would not leave that bottom open too long. You've got Deutscher right behind them. You've got Paff. You might have.
Oh, Rongich getting almost to the inside. He does get to the inside of Messer. So side by side for the lead.
Matt Messer has it though. He had it, and it looks like Jason Adams had a moment back here. No yellow. We are still green. And back up front we go.
Deutscher trying to get alongside Rongich now.
Yep, battle of
going
the sacks.
to 3 and 4. Yep. Paff, Austin, Sailors there. You got Brandon Sheets.
I don't think this single file is gonna last. We are at 5 to go, coming to 4 to go this time by. When do these guys kind of split? When do they go into a different line? 4 to go, folks.
Well, just whenever they can get a run on one another, it's all about timing, trying to pounce on someone whenever you can.
Austin got a little squirrely. He's all right, though. Leaving too much room, though, in the bottom. 3 to go. What we don't want to see now is a you-know-what.
Yes, indeed, the terrible
Yeah,
towels.
yeah.
Hopefully we're done seeing them tonight.
Yep. Total of right now 9 cautions. That does include the stage, too. So 8 cautions, 8 regular cautions as of right now. As we are at 2 to go, this time by actually will be the white flag. We have got to get to it, though.
Boyster trying everything he can to hang on for third position as he just about got into the wall on corner exit. White flag waving by Barney.
Here we go, folks. 1 lap to go here tonight. Can Ryan Messer hang on to it? He started in second, right up there with Rogic. Down into 3, the middle of 3 and 4. Coming out of turn number 4, Ryan Messer gonna win it here tonight at Richmond.
And Zach Deutscher does hold on to maintain that third and final step on the podium, securing it from Chris Paff, who had one of the, if not probably the most dominant long run car of the evening.
All right, so Messer winning it tonight. Rogic in that second spot, and Deutscher rounding out the top 3 here this evening. Chris Paff in 4th, and Austin Sailors in the 5th position. But our podium, of course, goes to the top 3, so hang on, folks. We will get the top 3 down here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. Hang on just a second. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, we are back. I have caught up with the top 3 here tonight. Let's go ahead and pull up our 3rd place finisher here this evening. The number 21 of Zach Deutscher here. Zach, man, well, it was, good, solid racing out there here early on. Very clean there. Of course, everybody had some moments early on. It could have been worse, but, everybody early on had it together, and as we come down to the wire, man, it seems like these yellows just kept on coming out, man. Talk about it, your 3rd place finish, up 3 spots from where you started, man. We got to hear it from you.
Oh man, this is great for our team. After qualifying, I wasn't even expecting to get in the top 5 here, but yeah, the racing for the first half before that stage was amazing. I give credit to all of us. That was some clean and fun racing. Yeah, 3rd place for the team is amazing. I really did not expect it. The car was good all night, way better than I thought it was going to be. Qualifying, unfortunately, kind of beefed it, but for all in all, it was a good night for us, and I can't say anything else. So just a great night.
Yeah, and of course, Richmond is not an easy track. You go from Dover to Richmond, and, it's 2 separate tracks in itself. But, we are going to get time off next week for Mother's Day. So, happy Mother's Day to, again, everybody out there. But, all the mothers, out there. But when we come back, man, it's the largest race you guys put on. The World 300. 300 miles, 200 laps in Charlotte. Oh, man, that's going to be... you guys are going to be tired.
I don't know. I think I can handle it. I like long races like that, so it should be interesting when it comes to strategy and stuff.
All righty, buddy. Well, awesome job here tonight, finishing third, man. Final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go enjoy the off week, and, of course, Mother's Day, and, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
I give credit to you guys for sure for broadcasting. It's a good pleasure to watch you guys broadcast. Ryan, Messer, and Zach, man, what you guys are quick. Good race with you two, and Chris, that was a lot of fun that last lap with you. Shout out to my team, my family. Anybody else is watching, my friends. This league, great league. Yes, and happy Mother's Day to everybody next weekend.
All righty. Well, Zach, we will see you in 2 weeks' time, buddy. Enjoy the week off, and we'll see you at Charlotte, buddy.
Have fun, you guys.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, that is going to bring us here to our second place finisher here tonight, Zachary Rogic. Rogic right there with the 16 of Ryan Messer. You started on pole. He started on, in second. Man, it was a battle coming out of the wire here. Yellows, came out here toward the end. Man, talk about it, because it was kind of insane coming down to the wire, man. We got to hear from you.
Yeah, no, it was a great race. Yeah, I was just kept taking the outside. I was trying to make the track narrow for him, and on the last restart, I think coming out of 3 and 4 after the first lap green, going down the front stretch, I missed my shift. That messed up entry. We both overdrove it. I thought I was hitting him, but going back, I wasn't. I was like, sorry, and then I was like letting him go, and then we could race it out, and yeah, just got close to him, couldn't get there, and lost it off of 2 in the last lap, trying to get that run off to set something up.
Well, great finish. I mean, you came into tonight top in the point standings, man. Joseph Cossey, 12 points back behind you, but he didn't make it tonight. So, finishing second here tonight, great points night. You led 60 laps. I mean, talk about it. We're going into the off week, but you still got points. I mean, I know you wanted to win, but, it sounds like you're upset, but how can you be upset about a P2 finish, I don't know. I'm not racing, so.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not upset. I'm just a very calm-voiced guy. I just, yeah, I'm happy I got a points day. I think his bonus points leading some laps, and then finishing top 2. I mean, I can't be upset at all. He drove a great race. He raced me clean. I'm not mad about anything.
All right. Well, you led 60 laps. Awesome job out here tonight, buddy. We get the off week coming up here for Mother's Day, so, happy Mother's Day again to, your mom and, everybody. And, when we come back, we got the World 300, man. 300 miles, 200 laps at Charlotte. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think we got a good shot. I mean, we've been good at mile and a half all season. I like that track. Yeah, I think we have a good shot. It'd be a long race. It'd be yeah, very long race. Get very sweaty, but hey, we'll grip up the wheel and get after it.
I'm so sorry about that. I had to jump up real quick. My wife fell, so.
No problem.
Yeah, so, well, good, solid finish out here tonight, buddy. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give, man?
You guys for doing this every week, and hope everything is fine with you guys for the tornadoes last week. And yeah, we'll get him in a couple of weeks here.
All righty, Zachary, go celebrate, man. We'll see you in 2 weeks, bud. Thank you. All right, well, that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight, Ryan Messer. In the NOS 16 here, buddy. Awesome job. Awesome win out here tonight. You started up front, toward the front. There in second. You're going to come away with the win and 71 laps under your belt, buddy. But it won without a fight. Talk about it.
Oh, it definitely, yeah, it definitely wasn't an easy one. Just it was pretty clean for the most part. There was a few yellows, but you're gonna get that on a short track. First run, we were able to get out front and just kind of try to learn the car a little bit on the race pace, and I burned it up way too fast, so I knew I was gonna have to try to correct that as the race went on. Ended up spinning. I think I don't know how it was 2 or 3 times I spun myself out. Just kind of struggled a little bit that way. But on the short run, I had good speed. Just didn't really have much of a long run car. So I knew when we were getting these 20 lap sprints or 10 lap sprints right at the end there that's when I was going to be able to really make my moves. So it was a great race at the end with Zach. I mean, he'll run you hard, but he won't wreck you for a win. Like, so it's good racing with him.
Yeah.
At the end. So no, we were finally able to come out on the winning end of one of these. We were close last week and able to seal the deal this week.
Well, it was an awesome race to watch. I mean, yeah, we had some cautions there at the end, but, it was, short track racing. Thank God we didn't have any huge tempers out there because that could have been pretty bad. But, hey, grabbing the win out here tonight, man. Great points night for you. Coming in 2 tonight there. Looks like back in, what was it? 4th, 5th? So, great points night, man. You're going to gain some ground probably on Yarrow and a little bit on Path and Cossey for sure because he wasn't here tonight. But, might gain a little bit on Rogic, but I don't know how much there. But, with that being said, man, y'all's going to get into the off week here and, for Mother's Day, and then, of course, we're going to get right back to it here with the World 300, 200 laps at Charlotte, 300 miles. What do you got for that long of a race?
That'll definitely be a bit of a marathon. I'm going to try to run as many races as I can this year also. But my real world racing starts up here soon, so I don't know exactly if I'll be able to hit every one of them, but just the more points I can get each race, the better, to try to stay in that championship hunt. But Charlotte's been one of my better tracks, just not sure about in this car. I don't really feel like I'm good anywhere in this car. So like it's just this car handles unlike any other, so you just kind of have to learn it as you go to each place. So hopefully we'll be able to adapt and try to put a solid run together.
All righty, buddy. Well, awesome job on the win out here tonight, man. Congratulations on the points now, buddy. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate? And, happy Mother's Day to your mom and, of course, all the moms out there, man. I'll turn the mic over to you, buddy.
Yeah, just...
Uh-oh.
So...
There is nothing coming through. Ryan? I think your internet cut out, bud.
How about now?
Yeah, there it goes.
Okay, perfect. I don't know what happened there. Just gotta thank you guys for putting the race on, for the broadcast and all that, and all the SRU guys. It's a great place to come and race, and a lot of good competition. A lot of fun.
All righty, buddy. Well, awesome win out here tonight, man. We will catch you in 2 weeks' time, man.
Yes,
yep,
sir.
awesome win. All righty. Well, real quickly, folks, I'm going to run through the unofficial, official results here tonight. William, just got a jet here real quick, buddy. So
sure.
let me get through this here real quickly tonight. Ryan Messer with the win out here tonight. Zachary Rogic in second. Zach Deuscher in third. Chris Path fourth. Austin Sailors in fifth. Brandon Sheets sixth. Gary Slapinski seventh. Michael Yarrow at eighth. Kyle Munson ninth. Jeff Gilmore 10th. Art in 11th. Gary Wright 12th. Jim Comensberger 13th. Jason Adams 14th. Keith Harbud 15th. Terry DeGay 16th. Byron Bartlett 17th. Robbie Stewart 18th. Phillip Bridgman 19th, and Gomez 20th. Chiswick 21st. Buzz did not start here tonight, as well as Adam Chapman. But again, congratulations goes to our winner here tonight, Ryan Messer, in the number 16 machine. But I'm going to have to leave here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight on MaxspeedTV. Will, thank you again for joining me in the booth here tonight, buddy. And I guess we will catch everybody in 2 weeks' time. Again, thank you all, and have a good night.